It all comes down to frequency. A microwave is able to cook food by vibrating molecules of water at a certain frequency. The atoms in your chair are able to maintain a solid state by moving at a particular frequency. When it comes down to it, the human brain is no different. Certain thoughts create specific frequencies in the brain, and these frequencies are what determine your mood and even your thoughts. This can be a little unnerving to contemplate because you probably thought that you were in 100% control of your thoughts all the time. After all, they are your thoughts, right? Well, you may have a lot of control of what you think, but consider that your brain is like a tuning fork, picking up on the frequencies of the people, vibrations, and even electronics around you at all times. Have you ever suddenly found yourself in a really good mood after talking to a bubbly person? Or found yourself feeling down after watching the evening news? These are examples of brainwave entrainment at work, and the frequencies all around you constantly affecting how you think and how you act. That's why it's important to gain an understanding of the way our brains function, because then we'll be in a better position to take control over what we think and feel. Because we can choose how to react to circumstances rather than blindly reacting to forces we think are outside our control. For instance, let's suppose that you watch the news every night at the same time. After watching the news, you tend to feel somewhat depressed or anxious, and you start worrying about your day tomorrow. Because you're unaware that the news has a powerful effect on your mood, you usually just assume that you're worried because of the anticipation that you have for work the next day. However, after completing the 90-day challenge, you'll realize that the negative news from the television is actually having a more profound impact on you than you would have previously anticipated. Now you have a choice. You can continue to watch the news, but know that you have a choice to feel negatively about the content, or you can choose to take a break from watching the news to experiment and see if your mood improves. Either way, you'll be taking control of your own mood by gaining awareness of your thoughts. And all of a sudden, your routine each night becomes much more happy, positive, and empowered, and you start feeling good and excited about tomorrow instead of anxious or worried. The Global Consciousness Project. The human mind is truly a remarkable thing, and when we're undertaking an experiment to see how thoughts create reality, it can be helpful to remember just how powerful a thought can be. Research conducted as part of the Global Consciousness Project has given some very remarkable evidence to suggest that thoughts can go as far as affecting physical matter itself. In certain experiments, random number generators were used to test whether collective human attention corresponded to a change in the physical environment. And the results, surprisingly, suggest that human intention can actually change the outcome of random number generators so that biases develop over time. Where logic would dictate that there should be no significant changes, and in fact there should be just randomness, the results are completely different. What does this mean? Intention and thought can actually change the outcomes in physical reality. Dr. Masaru Emoto. Another famous experiment in human consciousness comes from Dr. Masaru Emoto and his photographs of water. In his book, The Hidden Messages in Water, Dr. Emoto documented through high-speed photographs the different crystalline shapes of frozen water after being exposed to different emotional words and intentions. For example, water that's been exposed to loving words showed complex and structured patterns, whereas water exposed to negative thoughts displayed asymmetrical patterns. Experiments such as these certainly demonstrate that thoughts and intentions may have much more importance than we may have previously given them credit for. And if this is the case, how will changing our thoughts to more positive patterns impact not only ourselves, but those around us as well?